So the scene starts with the Guardians of the Globe getting called back to their secret headquarters for an emergency meeting. When they all arrive, they ask Darkwing why he called them. But Darkwing is just as confused as they are and straight up tells them that he didn't do that shit. A little did they know, they are about to be met with a far more grisly fate than anything they have ever faced. But before we get into the bread and butter of the video, I want to give some of you that don't know much about Invincible a little bit of a background. In the TV show Invincible, there are teams of superheroes who protect the world from threats both inside and outsiders. And the number one team of superheroes is called the Guardians of the Globe. You can think of them like the Avengers from Marvel or the Justice League from DC for a better understanding. For example, in Marvel, there are multiple teams of superheroes like the Fantastic Four, Guardians of the Galaxy, or even the Thunderbolts. But the Avengers are the biggest compared to the other teams, as they consist of more powerful and experienced superheroes and fight threats on a larger scale than the other teams. Now, in Invincible, the Guardians of the Globe are like the Avengers. The team consists of 7 superheroes: Darkwing, Aquarius, War Woman, Green Ghost, Red Rush, Martian Man, and the Immortal. Consider Darkwing to be like Batman. Only difference is...
All I saw was 2 mean-looking gentlemen.
Gentlemen? That ain't even a word, AJ. What you trying to say, man?
Forget about
Say
it.
what you mean. Have some balls. Say it.
Okay. Black.
Yeah, anyways, he is a human. He doesn't have like a special superpower, but he is a skilled fighter and uses different gadgets and technology to deal with his opponents. War Woman, on the other hand, is basically like Wonder Woman. She has super strength, flight, fighting experience, a good amount of durability, and near immortality. The only difference she has with Wonder Woman is that she holds what looks like a kind of pole rather than a sword and a shield. Then we have Aquarius, who is basically a fish. Aquarius is the king of the most life in the ocean, and his power is basically water bending. Then we have Green Ghost. She has the power to manipulate density by reducing her atomic mass so she can become intangible, allowing her to fly and phase through solid matter. Other than that, she doesn't have much of a durability. We also have Red Rush, who has superhuman speed and reflexes like the Flash from DC or Quicksilver from Marvel. Then we have Martian Man, an alien from Mars who has a variety of abilities that include shape-shifting, elasticity, superhuman strength and durability, flight, and regeneration. We then finally have the Immortal, who, as the name suggests, is immortal. Other than being immortal, he has super strength, flight, and near invulnerability. At the beginning of the episode, we see the Guardians stop 2 powerful supervillains named the Molar Twins from killing the President of the United States. And from what I can see, they are low-key a pretty solid team with how they deal with the surrounding and the actual threats. During one time, Darkwing gets stuck under a truck while trying to save a woman. He manages to use his grappling gun to get the woman out of there, but in doing so, he starts to get crushed by the weight of the truck. But before Bro dies, he gets saved by none other than who lifts the truck with one hand like it's nothing. Now, OMNI might not be a member of the Guardians, but make no mistake, as he is a much more powerful than any superhero or villain in the entire world. His powers include superhuman strength capable of planetary destruction, flight, extreme invulnerability, superhuman speed, rapid healing, near limitless stamina, and a decelerated aging. You can basically consider him to be the Superman of this world, minus the laser vision. From when you first saw him helping Darkwing and the Guardians battle the twins and save the day, you might think that he is a good person with good intentions, like Superman, right? Well, I'm going to break the bad news for you in a few moments. Now let's fast forward and continue where we left off. After getting called back to their HQ, the Guardians are trying to figure out who gathered them. And in that very moment, Red Rush notices something and immediately pushes Immortal out of the way just as OMNI throws one of the biggest Superman punches I have ever seen. This is the kind of punch you throw not to hurt a man or even knock him down, but it is the kind of punch you throw to rip his head clean off his body. Now, considering OMNI's strengths, I don't want to even imagine what would happen if I had actually landed the hit. After Red Rush saves Immortal, we get this great sequence where the entire Guardians see OMNI for what he really is. War Woman, realizing that it is kill or be killed, rushes to attack him, but OMNI dodges her hits, but before he throws his own, Red Rush stops him. Then Darkwing tries to throw his explosive boomerangs at him, to which it does absolutely nothing. I mean, this might be the dumbest move I have ever seen. What was he trying to accomplish here? Knowing Omni-Man's strengths, this is basically trying to defuse a nuclear bomb with a piece of rock. If I were Darkwing, my every technology, skill and effort would be put on trying to get my ass out of there because he is the most vulnerable out of everyone there. If Omni-Man even lays one finger on him, bro is beyond cooked. Aquarius then continues the attack by splashing water at him, but Omni-Man just stands there unfazed before jumping up and trying to land a big haymaker at him. But Aquarius gets saved once again by Red Rush. At this point, Red Rush be moving like he's the MVP of the match, but little does he know that it would make him a primary target. Red Rush then uses his speed to hit Omni-Man a couple of times. Even though it isn't doing much damage, Omni-Man finally had enough of Lil Bro and was like,
We tired of playing with your ass, nigga. Today your ass is gonna die, bitch. Say goodnight, motherfucker.
He times his movement pattern and stops his punch before grabbing him by the head and lifting him up like he's going to give him a kiss on the forehead. Red Rush desperately tries to get himself out by throwing punches that only manage to tear Omni-Man's suit. All the rest of the Guardians try to rush to his rescue, as Omni-Man squeezes his head to the point Red Rush's eye starts to pop out. And all this time, Omni-Man is giving him this cold, unflinching stare. As Omni-Man continues to crack his skull, Red Rush's punch gets weaker and weaker before Omni-Man finally finishes him by blasting his head like a watermelon and sends him back to the spirit rail. Martian Man then immediately jumps in and uses his body to temporarily incapacitate Omni-Man, giving War Woman and the Immortal a chance to land a couple of good punches. War Woman tries to continue the attack, but Omni-Man rips his way out and was like,
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
He grabs her by the head and slams her to the floor so hard that she nearly passes out. But before he can finish her, Darkwing throws his weak-ass boomerangs yet again. He then tries to jump on top of Omni-Man, just when I thought this man couldn't come up with any more dumber plans. This gives Omni-Man the opportunity to grab him by the leg before Darkwing can even finish what he has in mind. And he even tried to look at us like it's our fault.
Nope, don't look at me. I told you not to come out here in the first place. Nuh-uh. Now look.
You're cooked, G. This is the closest live example you're gonna get of a dying ant versus a supernova. Omni-Man then slams his dumb ass to the floor 2 times, turning him into a road pavement before tossing his body to Green Ghost. This makes Green Ghost freeze in shock, giving Omni-Man a chance to punch her in the face so hard that his hand even comes out the other side. Aquarius sees this and tries to splash him with water again. After everything he saw, he still thinks he can stop him with water.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Omni-Man, however, uses Green Ghost's body as a shield, like she hasn't already been through enough. This gives the rest of the Guardians a time to regroup. Instead of trying to come up with a better plan than just to face him head-on, they still decide to continue fighting. I thought you guys were one of the best. War Woman starts the attack by jumping up into the air and landing a big overhead hit with her pole that finally manages to hurt him pretty good. Omni-Man wobbles for a bit before looking back in the game and delivering a fast punch to the guts before she even has a chance to continue her combo. He then quickly takes away her pole and smashes Aquarius' head with it so hard that he literally turns his brain inside out.
Shit. Oh shit, Jay. You gotta shoot him.
But why is it red?
Jay, you gotta move!
R.I.P. my boy. Martian Man sees this in rage and jumps back in, using his body to hold Omni-Man in place. Now this is where the Immortal and War Woman starts to cook, jumping Omni-Man and hitting him with an unlimited combo like it's a Mortal Kombat 50% damage. But Omni-Man isn't going to go down like this, so he grabs Martian Man's whatever this is and rips it out, which kills him and sets Omni-Man free. He then has this look on his face like he had enough.
It's payback time.
So he uses his bare hands to stab the Immortal in the gut before he can throw any more attacks. But War Woman ain't the type to back up either, and tries to continue the attack solo. But unfortunately, Omni-Man grabs her and twists her head 180 degrees. War Woman walks a couple of feet before dropping dead. Immortal is still alive and asks Omni-Man why he's done it. But Omni-Man responds by using his hands again like it's some kind of sword and cuts Bro's head clean off, successfully slamming his entire team.
Bruh, he was dead, bruh. If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet by himself.
But Omni-Man has also suffered a good amount of damage, which causes him to pass out, finally ending the fight in a bloody massacre.